All right, well, we made you do some running around there.
A little impromptu.
That's okay. Getting your steps in today. Hey, this is an exciting game so far. I mean, Saginaw come out with the first goal. Michael Misa, of course, as we talked about in the pregame. What did you think of that goal?
It was crazy to see, and I wasn't shocked. I was like, well, that's kind of what I was looking for. And
right.
You let him loose, and there he goes.
And he just kind of he come around. They got it to him, and he just kind of went bloop.
Yep.
It was just
there goes my 8th goal.
Right. So now he really just needs one more goal to hit the 60th career goal in the OHL. Right?
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
So he's got to be going back to that locker room all hyped up and excited, pumped, and going, And you got to wonder a little bit if the teammates are going to really try to get that puck to him.
I can see that 100%. It's all a team, and that's your buddy. You want to get that guy his goal and celebrate it together. It's not a singular achievement.
Well, and that being said, though, if the Sarnia Sting think that way, they know already that they've got to keep an eye on this guy because of the momentum he's got. And now they're going, okay, we really, but I don't know. I could be like, well, maybe he's going to get the puck to him, or maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You stick too many guys on him, then you leave somebody else open who's ready for a backdoor pass. You got to watch out for that.
Yeah. Now, of course, they get the first goal, and we're going, okay, come on. Sarnia Sting actually had the only shot on goal up until Saginaw got the first goal. It was like 1-0 as far as shots on goal. Nobody was really getting to that point in the beginning. Were they waiting for the TSN turning point out there? Do you think?
It seemed like everyone was on their heels a little bit, just waiting for somebody to make a move. And once the floodgates open, now they are. And Carter Kostic went down and made an amazing play and sniped it top shelf. So we're back and forth here
to tie things back up. Well, I would think if you were the Sarnia Sting, you're maybe a little bit nervous going out there against Saginaw. They are a big team as well. Michael Misa there showing off, of course.
Yep.
And the fact that you lose to them 6-1, are you nervous about playing them again, or are you just like trying to write that last one off and try to just push forward?
Maybe not nervous, maybe just more looking for, not even revenge, just a shot to make it right. A little bit of a redemption. Nothing nervous, just get out there. They know what they have to do. Just get it done.
Yeah. Were you happy with the Sarnia Sting's play in the first period, or did you see some things to tighten up?
They turned it on a little bit after the halfway point, but for sure a little bit on their heels. Like I said, it seemed like they were kind of waiting for something to happen, but once it did, they kind of woke up. They've been without a game for a week, so you can't blame them sometimes.
Yeah. And then you got to wonder too, coming into Sunday, an afternoon game, right? There's only like 1 day off in between that.
No day off.
Basically, that's right. Oh yeah, because we're going
3-game weekend. We're going to Flint tomorrow.
So it's.
This is a huge weekend. This is possible 6 points in the standings that you can move up in 3 days.
And this is an advantage for those two teams that are playing, or all the teams that are playing, I should say, to try to get a little bit of the head, I guess, of the others, and then the others will get their chance sometime during the season. How do you play these back-to-back games and not be tired come Sunday?
I don't even know what the key is there, really. That's unheard of. I guess the NHL, you don't really see any back-to-back-to-back nights, so that's probably something that's an acquired junior skill. Like, these guys are getting on the bus, they're going home. You got to find your time to sleep and get your rest. You only have less than 24 hours between the next game.
Yeah, that makes it tough. And then practice time. I mean, you might get a little bit of ice time on it.
Maybe a morning skate. Yeah. Probably nothing too intense though. Just you don't want to burn the guys out right before. Like I said, 3 games in 72 hours is pretty unbelievable.
Yeah. Something to come into this second period for the Sarnia Sting to get a little further ahead. Was the pace good out there? I mean, it seemed pretty steady.
I think the pace was great. Yeah, they kept up for sure. The defense on the Saginaw they're fantastic. They keep the guys to the outside. I think maybe their zone entry, work on their passes a little bit. It seems like they don't really know where the next guy is, and they're kind of just floating it and hoping it hits somebody. But just more tape to tape, a little bit stricter, a little bit better zone entry.
Yeah, well, Saginaw has done a good job too. As when we did get it away from them, they very quickly responded. There was a bounce off of a couple players, and they were able to pick that back up, or they were able to just take it away from us. They just kind of walked up a couple of times and just said, "Thank you, that's mine."
It almost seems seamless. Like as much as you wanted to say this isn't a Memorial Cup team, this is still a Memorial Cup team, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, well, we talked about that. You know, Lucas Fisher there, of course, at the post-game press conference, making that comment. So maybe he's eating his words a little bit right now, but there's still time. The next 40 minutes of hockey. We always say you got to play, 60 minutes of hockey. Did the Sarnia Sting play a full 20 minutes that first period?
Not a full 20 minutes, maybe 14 minutes. I think they started a little slow. Could have jumped the gun a little bit better, but the first goal, sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, we're tied up, so forget about that goal, and it's another 0-0 game technically going into the second period.
Right. We haven't seen a ton of physical, there's been a little bit of push and shove, and Bowden's gotten in there a couple of times in the defense side and tried to claim his territory out there. Dalen Moses is another one out there. He really dug his heels in this period, I think. As that guy we would expect that aggression from, right?
No, he's a spark plug. Anytime he's on the ice, there's going to be a play, whether it's a nice check or a hard pass. He's everywhere on the ice. He can do it all.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's not much more to say than we're honestly shooting for the Sarnia Sting to come out a little bit stronger, play that full 20 minutes of hockey for the next two periods. But Saginaw, no slouch out there on the ice either, right? And Michael Misa, again, going to be looking for that 60th goal to claim here tonight for the rest of the series. So we'll see what happens tonight.
Well, we'd like to see that not happen tonight.
Well, I know what you're saying, but it's the realism of it is.
That's right.
You know you got to be going for it.
That's right.
So, but the idea is Sarnia Sting just got to be looking for the win, and that's all the bottom line we're looking for here tonight. Coming to you live from the Hughes Intelligence Canada Hockey Suite. We thank them for allowing us this space up here. The Sarnia Sting for giving us access to pretty much any part of the concourse and the league that we're looking for. Thanks to that. And thanks to all of you for watching. Once again, currently one apiece for Sarnia and Saginaw. We'll see what comes up next, Connor. We'll let you get back to your seat, buddy.
Oh, thanks for having me.
We'll see you all again real soon. I'm David Burrows and my friend Connor Burke. Okay, we're going to do it this time.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3.
Go Sting, go.